I always imagine when I see old black and white photographs of the shipyard, you know, at kind of spilling out time at the end of the day, I always imagine, do you know what, that actually could be my great-great-grandfather. I don't know, it could be that person looking back out from the photograph. And I suppose I'll never really know. My grandfather, when he retired from the shipyard in, I think it was February 1911, he got presented with a gold pocket watch. He has the same name as me, or had the same name as me. So I think there's probably about 6 generations of us, 5 or 6, all with the same name. So I suppose I had a bit of a connection then, because you know, I have this pocket watch now that I kind of look after. It's engraved in the back of the pocket watch with the name Samuel McLean, riveting department, Harland Wolff, on his retirement in 1911. My father's side of the family were born and bred in Belfast, grew up in Belfast, and have always been there, I suppose, in the shadow of the shipyard in a way. We could see the cranes from the street we lived in. I suppose that's a driver for me, the interest in Titanic. And I suppose just recently then, I happened to be going past one of Terry's galleries and saw the Exodus painting in the window. I always liked the fact that there was that connection to the shipyard and the dockers and all that side of things. For me, I think it's just the thing that I like the fact that it's kind of connected. It's that connection I feel I sort of have with my relatives way back with the shipyard. And for me, that image, that painting kind of just ties all that in. Where did I come from? What happened? What went on? I only know so much, I suppose. With my grandparents living in East Belfast, I spent a lot of time there in my younger years, back and forward to their house, even when we'd moved away from East Belfast. But I do remember those knocking off times at probably 4 o'clock, 3:30 in the afternoon or whatever, when the shipyard finished, you know, tons of workers, you know, pouring out all those gates onto the Sydney bypass or whatever to head home. With Exodus, you know, I look at it and I think for me it just sums up those photos that I was kind of intrigued about, you know, looking at those men coming off shift or whatever, you know, and you're looking going, it could be him or it could be him, or, you know. So I think from that point of view, it really kind of, the painting kind of sums up exactly what I was intrigued at looking at, you know, what were those photographs of those workers, you know, leaving the shipyard.